general reading. Thank you guys for hanging in there. Today is the day of the eclipse, so just keep in mind energies are in flux right now, and they will be over the next 40 days. And the effects of the eclipse will last for us through the next year. So, you can expect to feel the effects of this eclipse, depending on your natal chart, what areas will be affected. Certainly Aquarius, you being the opposite of Leo, opposite sign of Leo, it will be affecting you, just as it will be affecting Leos, especially Leos in the last decan, and especially Aquariuses in the second and last decan, or late-born Aquariuses, those born in February, closer to, I would say, the 9th or 12th of February. So, I have some music on in the background. This is Water Shaman, Shaman Drum Journey, and Koshi Bells, Tantra music. This is just to cleanse the energy here and keep the energies calm. Been kind of a difficult day. I've had some trouble getting some quiet time here. There's been some noise upstairs from the neighbors moving in. So finally found a quiet moment here to record your reading. And I'm liking it. So for your reading today, we're going to be using the Steampunk Tarot as my primary tarot deck here. I'll turn the music down a little bit. And I'm also going to be using the Oracle of the Mermaids at the end of the reading. So let's reading for all Aquarius suns, moons, risings, and those on the cusp that may be watching. This reading is for all my Aquarius suns, moons, risings, those on the cusp that may be watching. What are the messages and energy spirit that you have for the sign of Aquarius? Seven of Cups. This can indicate confusion. Feeling like you have a lot of options, but you're not quite sure what you're looking at here. This is the energy of Neptune. Neptune in Pisces. So the man is looking at each of these cups. One is a snake, one has a dragon, one has jewels, one has a fish, one has a castle, one has some flowers. So some of you are contemplating your options this month, and maybe you're undecided about something or someone. You're not really sure. Your head's in the clouds. Ooh, Five of Cups and the Four of Cups. One is very sad about something, and I'm also getting emotional withdrawal. Okay. There's been some kind of disappointment here. I'm seeing this as the same person, though. They're not happy. They want, maybe they feel like they deserve something better. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Almost like this cup is not good enough for them. Someone is unhappy or dissatisfied with the situation. And I keep focusing on these two cups here. So it could be with regards to a personal relationship. Let's see if they come out in your reading. Spirit, what are the messages and energies that you have for the sign of Aquarius? This is their mid-month reading, covering the energies of the past, present, and future for all my Aquarius suns, moons, risings, and those on the cusp. And one more for the sign of Aquarius, please, Spirit. Starting with your recent past, you have the Emperor in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Empress in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse. Going into your present situation, we have the Three of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Three of Cups in reverse. Going into the future, you have the Page of Wands upright with the King of Swords and the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Moon in reverse. The Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Your outcome is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. At the bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant. This could be marriage or commitment. This can also indicate conformity, job, contracts, someone who wants to do things by the book. All right. This is about conforming to a belief system, a spiritual belief system, moral belief system. It's about adhering to principles and values. It's also about teaching, and it begs the question, who or what has been your teacher? Or are you the teacher in this situation, imparting knowledge on these children? All right, so we have the World. Something is over, something has ended. All right, so now you have an idea of the underlying theme or challenge of your reading, which I believe has to do with a marriage or commitment, possibly a job situation. The Hierophant isn't someone who likes change. They like to do things the way they've always been done. They like tradition. They like standards and large organizations, churches, etc. That's what they stand for. So it could be that you, Aquarius, may have the opportunity to teach someone a lesson. Or maybe that someone has come to you and your job is to teach them a lesson. Did I just say that? I feel like I've been repeating myself a lot. That's weird. Kind of feel like I just, ever since I started doing this reading, I'm like repeating things, but I'm just kind of saying them, and I'm only thinking about what I'm saying, so I keep repeating myself. So you need to be careful. Be careful about that, because it could be that you're just, some of you, you're needing to find your own voice. What is your opinion? What is your voice in the matter? This could be saying that someone is giving you advice. Okay, you may be getting advice from someone. Now, I like this card upright sometimes, but in other times it can represent society imposing its views on us. Okay, we have the World and the Five of Wands. All of a sudden, my voice is gone. Someone could be doing a lot of talking, like teaching people, or there's a lot of speaking engagements. That's something I'm picking up here. Someone could be on the phone a lot. But maybe they're just find themselves like saying the same thing over and over again. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. It's like they just keep repeating over and over the same message. Like as if you're teaching someone, and Spirit is telling me you may or may not agree with what it is you're teaching people, or maybe you have to, now it's time to find your own voice. What is it? You're kind of like, I'm getting the feeling like someone is like sleepwalking through their job, or they just keep repeating the same information over and over and over again. Okay, so some of you will resonate with this, and some of you will not. You know, I do pick up energies here. Let me just take a sip of my juice. So, in the recent past, I have the Emperor in reverse. Okay, when he's in reverse, this is like it could be a Leo or an Aries that I'm seeing. But this could also This could also represent someone who feels like they've been cast out of their throne. All right, I'm seeing someone who feels they're not happy. There's a loss of power here, a loss of structure. Someone could maybe doesn't feel like taking on the role of a father, or they could be bucking authority in some way. I'm also seeing someone here as a bit of a tyrant. Okay, this could be someone who's abusive with their words. They may throw temper tantrums. And this could be affecting a long-term relationship because we do have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I'm seeing a loss of security. It could be that there's been a drain in terms of the money in the family, or there could be family issues going on. This is in your past. It could be having to do with a father figure. Okay, or someone not taking on the role, not claiming their power, not claiming their throne. Rules and boundaries here. Again, I'm seeing a lot of issues. Also, we have the Empress and the Emperor in the same reading. This could definitely be a couple, a power couple here. And see how the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse in the middle? They could be separated. They could have issues with family traditions. Someone could be exiled from the family. Someone could be having a mistress outside of a relationship. You know, we've got the Empress in reverse. This is someone who is mean, not open to love, jealous, possessive. She is the Emperor's counterpart here. That's why I feel like this is a couple. Separated or not getting along because of family money, long-term relationship ending. It could also be that the female partner like both of them are experiencing issues within the relationship. It has to do with being in their own energy. Like the man in the relationship is out of control with his energy, and the female is also not open to love. Okay? So the female in the relationship, maybe she's not embracing the feminine qualities. That's not it. We also have the Two of Swords in reverse. So this is like some decision has already been made. Someone's already come off the fence about something here. Also, I don't like the Two of Swords in reverse. This is not a good friend. This is not someone who is an ally or on your side. And also I'm seeing a decision has been put off. Someone's putting off making a decision. Maybe it's this Empress here. Alright, this is definitely affecting a long-term relationship or a family. Also, I'm seeing money, inheritance, investments being affected. I don't feel like if this is a couple that they're getting along at all. I feel like the female is very closed off and the male is very controlling. And he's also closed off. And yet, no one's making a decision here. Alright. So, let's see. Going into the present, you have the Three of Wands in reverse. See, someone here is not making plans for the future. They're not thinking long term. It could be a fire sign, a Leo, or an Aries. You may be very worried or stressed with the Knight of Swords. And then I also have the Ten of Swords in reverse, which is about clinging on to something that's like hopeless, something that's over. So Aquarius, you may be very worried about losing someone, or you may have a lot of stress and anxiety. I'm also seeing with the Three of Cups in reverse, there's issues with friends. You may not have a lot of supportive people around you. Your friends may be gossiping and betraying you. Okay, it's pretty serious, you know. I mean, I wish I could say these cards are more positive, but I'm I'm seeing like a lack of like long-term vision. Someone's very worried that they could be like staying up late at night, not dealing with their stress and worries. And that's like they just feel like they're clinging on to something that's over. Not only that, I feel like there could be infidelity going on. There may be troubles. Maybe someone feels lonely here, like lonely in their friendships. Maybe no social life could be contributing to some of the stress. All right. Try to get out of your head if you can. It might be helpful to talk to someone. It may be helpful to get out, find some friends, socialize, get out there. I also feel like some plans have fallen through, or someone is not waiting around. Okay, they're not waiting around for you to change your mind, or someone has already made up their mind, but they're still in kind of a funk here. All right, a lot of mental anguish. I'm seeing a lot of mental anguish. Just it may be having to do with the female here, the Empress. Okay. So moving into the future, I see the Page of Wands, right? This could be a fire sign. It could be a fire sign. I was going to say Libra for a second there. Well, we did clarify the Page of Wands, and I got the King of Swords. And I also got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So this tells me that this could be someone who's taking on many different characteristics, many different personalities. The first thing I see is someone who's young and could be immature, a fire sign. But then they come off as this King of Swords and this Knight of Cups in reverse. So this is telling me this is someone who is possibly coming to you with an empty cup, you know, like an ex-partner or someone who's not really serious, you know. And also with the Moon in reverse, they're keeping secrets, right? They're in denial. They're repressing their emotions. I feel this is a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius that you're dealing with, but I feel like they're very cold and distant to you. I don't really feel like they're not following their heart when it comes to you, and I think they're repressing a lot of their personality, or at least their emotions. I think they're at least keeping secrets, repressing emotions. Four of Cups. Someone is very withdrawn emotionally. This is not a happy card. Yeah, he's got his arms folded, so he's kind of protecting himself. But this isn't good enough. What's here isn't good enough. Alright, so someone's not maybe expressing themselves. Well, you do have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune says change. Destiny. The way things are, they're not going to stay the same. The universe is stepping in here to intervene. I'm seeing it more next week when Saturn goes direct. Okay. There's going to be a lot of planets lining up here, and like I said, things are in a state of flux right now. Where is this all going? We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse and your Outcome card, which is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there's troubles within a relationship. I also feel like this could be an unhappy love triangle. I'm seeing misaligned values here, Aquarius. I don't feel like your foundation is very good here. People are not working in a team. Someone doesn't feel appreciated. Shoddy workmanship, that kind of thing. And then with the Six of Pentacles reversed, this is about withholding affection. And also not an equal relationship. Not an equal relationship. The give and take is out of balance here. Okay, this is multiplying. 3, 6. So, I like the Wheel of Fortune. That's the only card I really like in your reading. Something's got to give here. Let me put down one more card for you. Queen of Swords reverse. Some of you are dealing with an air sign. You're the air sign though. Ace of Pentacles. There's a new opportunity coming to you. I feel like some of you are cutting someone off financially. I see a new beginning for you next month. This could also indicate money or a gift coming to you. An offer. Could be a new job offer. Some of you may be quitting one job and going to another. Or some of you are dealing with a spiteful woman who is wanting to break up with you or wanting to you know, she could be a liar, someone that doesn't, you know, someone that doesn't speak the truth. And maybe this person wants a new beginning. Okay, well, y'all can let me know in the comments, and let me know what's been going on with you. Seems like it's been kind of a tough month for some of you Aquariuses out there. Change is coming. Okay, growth, expansion, new opportunities. They're coming for you, Aquarius. But it looks like you're going to have to let go of some things in order for you to grasp this new, right? This is Carpe Diem. New opportunity coming in for you. Will you seize it? All right, yes, it is a divine gift coming to you. I don't think some of you are okay with a lack of balance in your relationships. This could be a work environment. Someone is taking, while maybe you are giving. Could be the other way around. Seeing a lot of repressed feelings though here. And secrets. Trouble with friendship. Clinging on to something that's over. The universe wants you to go with the flow now. Let Spirit open up your world. They want you to experience divine joy, divine bliss. A new opportunity is coming to you. Will you take it? Will you be there? Will you open yourself up to it? Or will you turn your back? Okay, let's take a look. Spirit, do you have a message for Aquarius? So we have the Mirror. Know thyself, self-examination, and seeing who you really are. And that is card 21, which reduces to a 3. And you do have the Empress here in your reading. And you have the 3 of Wands. Look at all the 3s in your reading. You've got the 3 of Cups. And you've got the 3 of Pentacles. So you have all of the 3s in your reading. 3s are about growth. Very spiritual number. Let me just look up the meaning of having 4 3s in your reading. Four threes in a tarot reading. When a tarot card with the number 3 in it appears, one of the layers of meaning involved, and it applies to this number itself. Threes in tarot signifying a unifying force. The number 3 is entwined with the couple it takes to birth new life. There are 6 cards in the tarot deck featuring this number. The 4 suited cards, 3 of Swords, which we are not seeing. Interesting, note what the cards that we're not seeing. We don't see the 3 of Swords. We have the 3 of Wands, which was in reverse. We have the 3 Pentacles, which was in reverse. And we have the 3 of Cups, which was in reverse, and the overall major arcana, the Empress, which was also in reverse. So I've got all the 3s here crowning this card. And the 2 cards from the major arcana, the Empress and Death, number 13. We also don't see Death here in this reading. Themes of these cards reinforced include loyalty, bonding, indulging, and crossing the point of no return. Loyalty, the theme of being beholden to an oath, a relationship, a tradition, or a way of doing things underscores both consistency and commitment. Well, we do have that. The bottom of the deck, I can't think of a card that better talks about commitment, consistency, or commitment other than this Hierophant card. You may be feeling particularly comfortable because of the solid beliefs and actions you hold. You might, though, be feeling a little stuck in the mud if you have grown beyond a certain outlook in life. Bonding, the love we have for a group, a belief system, a team, a type of artistic or creative expression, or some other set of ideals can bring us together with others like little else. Bonding with others from diverse backgrounds over a common locus allows us to broaden our perspective while maintaining a stable point of focus and comfort. And then we have indulging. We can swoon into deep sentimental pools of self-pity as easily as we can pursue a journey of the path of excess, getting all we can, feeling as deeply as possible, consuming all there is to be had. Indulging is an act that starts off as a casual visit and turns into an extended stay. There is no commitment made at the outset of an indulgence. We stay, though, because of the seductive power of the thing we try, be it food, lust, narcissism, or worse, as well as because of our own human weaknesses. Crossing the point of no return. All of the traits of the cards numbered 3 have a certain inevitability built into them. Like puberty, marriage, and divorce, a tarot card with a 3 on it is more than just an affirmation to move on. Cards numbered 3 are not just a line in the sand, they are the crossing of that line and the steps to move far beyond it. At its most intense, any card with the number 3 carries the power of complete and total transformation. If you receive one or more of these cards in a reading, understand that change will do you good, but that the process of changing might be more intense than you ever anticipated. These themes are imbued into each of the cards numbered with the 3 in the tarot. When one of these cards appears in your reading, some of this energy is apparent. When there's more than one of these cards in your reading, and my God, you have 4 3s in your reading. 4 3s. But when there is more than one of these cards in your reading, these themes will be a major current in your life quite soon. Okay, so you have all of the minor arcana, the Wands, the Cups. You don't have the 3 of Swords, which tells me you're not willing to sacrifice yet. And you don't have Death, which is about change. Okay? But you are experiencing a major transformation, I believe, in your life and in a relationship right now. And it is getting very, very intense. It's going to get more intense as we go through, even into next month. I'm seeing some imbalances here that are concerning. Okay, let me go ahead and read the message of this card before it gets too late. And there's someone emailing me. The mermaids sing, "Water is a great mirror, and the darker it is, the clearer the reflections of the world around it will be. And so it is with life. The clear mirror we can look into will show us who we appear to be. But the dark mirror, metaphorically, is when life, or the sea, or our feelings become darker, more complex, sad, thoughtful, deep, and at times very painful. But it is at these times that we can see who we truly are, for under duress, our true character can be observed. And sometimes we do not always like the truth of what we see in this dark mirror. But the mermaid can help us with this, as she holds up a mirror, but a magical one that not only shows us our appearance, it shows all of ourselves. Our sweetness, our hurts, and our scars. In it we may see what is hidden to the eye of the body, but known to the eyes of the soul. In dreams, these mirrors may appear, and in emotional times when we realize that we are still hurting or have wounds we have sought to cover up. There is no need to cover up or camouflage in this beautiful mirror, nor is it right to judge the scars and woundings, or the beauty and the glory. They simply are. And by seeing clearly, especially in the dark mirror of the great Mother Ocean, we can see who we are. While we swim in clear waters, we can see the light and the positive, but when we swim in dark waters, we can truthfully see so much of who we are, and make changes, adaptations, or come to accept the truth of who we are, without seeking to adjust. We come to self-love, self-knowledge, and self-healing. Divination. It is time to gently yet firmly see the truth about who you are, Aquarius, and to understand that who you are is not ugly or lacking, but a truthful, beautiful, wonder-laden voyage into the soul. It is time to be shown what the eye cannot always see, but what the spirit has sensed. This may come through observations, loving words from friends who are truly able to see you, from a stranger who notices something that too many overlook, or it can come in a moment when you glimpse who you have become. Dreams, visions, and flashes of intuition are also the mirrors that work with us at this time. Mirrors and who you appear to be will be coming up for you. Be sure to embrace the mirror and the magical mermaid's tool as an ally, and wonders and healing will unfold. Of course they will. You have the Wheel of Fortune. And this is a positive reminder that positive changes are coming your way. But you must be willing to open yourself up to those changes and not hold on, but see truthfully who and what you are, what you become, and compassionately accept. If you are not happy where you are, ask for help and allow Spirit to help you transform. I also want to say, Aquarius, that divine timing is at play here. So don't ever feel like all of this is going to happen in divine timing for you. All right. Let me see if I can get any more information. It's time for you to change. It's time for you to look in the mirror. Know thyself. Examine yourself and see who you really are. Do you like what you see? If not, would you be willing to change? All of us have the power to change. All of us do.